We got to see here. We got the president getting ready to address the nation behind this.
Thank you very much. A short time ago, the U.S. military carried out massive precision strikes on the three key nuclear facilities in the Iranian regime: Fordow, Natanz, and Esfahan. Everybody heard those names for years as they built this horribly destructive enterprise. Our objective was the destruction of Iran's nuclear enrichment capacity and a stop to the nuclear threat posed by the world's #1 state sponsor of terror. Tonight, I can report to the world that the strikes were a spectacular military success. Iran's key nuclear enrichment facilities have been completely and totally obliterated. Iran, the bully of the Middle East, must now make peace. If they do not, future attacks will be far greater and a lot easier. For 40 years, Iran has been saying death to America, death to Israel. They have been killing our people, blowing off their arms, blowing off their legs with roadside bombs. That was their specialty. We lost over 1,000 people, and hundreds of thousands throughout the Middle East and around the world have died as a direct result of their hate. In particular, so many were killed by their general, Qasem Soleimani. I decided a long time ago that I would not let this happen. It will not continue. I want to thank and congratulate Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu. We worked as a team like perhaps no team has ever worked before. And we've gone a long way to erasing this horrible threat to Israel. I want to thank the Israeli military for the wonderful job they've done. And most importantly, I want to congratulate the great American patriots who flew those magnificent machines tonight, and all of the United States military on an operation the likes of which the world has not seen in many, many decades. Hopefully, we will no longer need their services in this capacity. I hope that's so. I also want to congratulate the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Dan Raisin Kane, spectacular general, and all of the brilliant military minds involved in this attack. With all of that being said, this cannot continue. There will be either peace or there will be tragedy for Iran far greater than we have witnessed over the last 8 days. Remember, there are many targets left. Tonight's was the most difficult of them all, by far, and perhaps the most lethal. But if peace does not come quickly, we will go after those other targets with precision, speed, and skill. Most of them can be taken out in a matter of minutes. There's no military in the world that could have done what we did tonight, not even close. There has never been a military that could do what took place just a little while ago. Tomorrow, General Kane, Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth will have a press conference at 8 a.m. at the Pentagon. And I want to just thank everybody, and in particular, God. I want to just say we love you, God, and we love our great military. Protect them. God bless the Middle East. God bless Israel, and God bless America. Thank you very much. Thank you.
And there we have it. There we have it. What does this mean for the markets now? Crazy times in our world and economy. I had to come out and see what President Trump was going to say about how we looked at the current markets. That was it's an early day so far, as we can see. It's an early day that we have right now. And we're going to see how this is going to really attack markets. Will there be a major sell-off? And this goes back to the number one question I always tell people. What backs the U.S. the most? What's to give us our most powerful asset is the ability to attack our military. So shout out to all our military people around the country and the globe who's serving. So now, what does that mean? Now the ball is in Iran's court. Does Iran, the reason why this is so big, because this is the first country, like they have submarines. This is a very capable country. They have submarines. Hopefully, we got an eye on their submarines, know where their submarines are. They don't have the world's strongest submarine force, but they have a very capable submarine force. So what does that mean? Because submarines, that's the most powerful tool they could get around the world in a moment's notice. And if we don't know where they are, they could be right off the coast of one of our countries right now, waiting to attack us. So that's another thing that I'm keeping an eye on is the retaliation from Iran. Will Iran just attack Europe? Not Europe, but Israel? Or it could go as far as going to somewhere like Europe. Does it make a launch over to America? What does it do? And what does that mean for your money? So now everybody gets to see. So many people, especially when we're in a bullish market, I tell people our biggest asset is our military muscle and might. And tonight shows that. We can talk all we want to talk, but it's nothing unless we can get out here and make something happen. So I want to show that. I want to keep an eye on the market. I know I haven't been live in a while, but this is something that really rung my bell because Israel first attacked Iran. Iran launched missiles back into Israel. The U.S. said, hey, we're going to back Israel. Now we knowingly drop bombs into Iran, attacking their nuclear sites. Reading reports as they come through saying that it was done by our Air Force and Navy, or it could have been the Navy planes and submarines, Tomahawk missile that was launched. Don't quote me on that, but that's the latest data that I see. So that's definitely going to shake our financial markets. It doesn't mean how much or how volatile, because I was shocked the market didn't really react to Israel launching and Iran launching back. But now the greatest military in the world has gotten involved, with this de-escalate things or with this escalate things. So Trump has showed his card and said, hey, well, I'm not doing anything, I'm not going to do any talking, peace treaties or whatever. I'm just going to bomb you into submission. So mind your money. And history has shown investing in the conflicts is profitable over the long term. So, sitting back watching this, we're going to keep an eye on it. So all y'all that's in here, chime in, say hello, drop a comment, drop a share button, the like button, all of the good stuff like that. And I'm going to get y'all some more up-to-date news. And I love when things like this happen because I want to see how the market indexes are going to react around the world as we wait until tomorrow evening, as markets open up around the world, futures markets opened up, and we're going to see how the market reacts to it. And also, how does Iran react as well. So thank y'all for tuning in. And if you haven't done so already, please go ahead.
Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell icon. Hit that like, comment, and share button.
And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Prince Dykes, I'm out.